Boom! Started. I'm here. This is episode 1 of Rhythm Roulette. I'm here with my friend, Chris.
Yeah, don't you forget, that's me.
Yeah, we're gonna do it so nice, and we just did a good meditation exercise.
Yeah, I really did appreciate your wise choice to meditate and let me close my eyes.
Yeah, it helps with the focus and the creativity, that's what we're after.
Yeah, and sometimes we need stillness with our laughter. That's all I was gonna say about that, yeah.
Hey, so let's get this started. Here's what we're gonna do during this exercise today. We're gonna talk a little bit, we're gonna go back and forth, we're gonna see what's on our minds and make it work. We can spit rhymes, or we don't even have to do that. We can just talk with some rhythm and meter.
Yeah, I like that. It has some depth to it. And sometimes we just want to get to the depth, and that is sweeter. I don't know about you, but I like this thing where we have a chance to talk about really anything that we want to talk about with ingenuity or creativity or flow, whether it's in you or in me.
Yeah, and it's cool because now that there's 2 people, I can take a break and get a drink and not have to rap for 20 minutes straight. We can do it so great.
Yeah, I really appreciate that chance to change the pace. You move it up and move your face. You bring such animation with such eloquence and grace.
Hey,
I like what you did there.
Hey.
He is like my horse race.
Yeah,
Keeping up the pace, keeping up the pace, keeping up the pace, keeping up the pace.
keeping up the pace. If we need a break, we can always look at the random words that are generated down there in the corner, and on the video it'll be there for people to see, and they'll be like, oh, allegiance, that's the team.
Yeah, and today my name is Chris, and you know I'm the guest.
Oh,
I'm the player, and you will know David much more best.
Hey,
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, that works so well, how it's a guest, and then we were talking about how he's the guest and how I'ma do it the best, but that's just because I did it already. This is Chris's first time doing this type of interview, and that's pretty cool, but he talked about earlier that he did a show with his friends.
Yeah, I did a show called The Graffiti Linguist.
Break time. Drink,
Woo.
drink, drink. Drink, 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 drink. All right,
This is water. It's not vodka, though they look the same, because they oughta.
Yeah, that'd be a funny theme maybe for a future episode where throughout the 30 minutes we just get plastered.
Yeah, well, you can make it real like art. It seems sort of like alabaster, you're the master, I don't know, but I trying to go back to this more subdued pace though.
Ooh,
yeah.
Yeah, we gotta fit the beat, but we have to be careful to keep the volume discreet. Not discreet actually, you gotta keep it loud enough to hear it because we're like in the booth.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be loud and smooth. When you know what to say, you don't let the rushing tempo get in your way. You just want to be kind of like a mellow fellow. You want to court the slower pace like a court jester. Then you know you can be your own pace tester.
Hey, so let me hear about back in the day. You did these 3 shows with your friends Christian and Christian. Was it anybody else involved in that thing?
Yeah, well, you know, there were a few others like the Noel. He was Joel. We had Eric. We had Kyoko. We had Maria. That ain't no joke, though. We had like 7 of us. They were like 7.
7 total. That's pretty cool. And then you did 3 shows together. You did a freestyle rapping show, right? It was improv rap where you did these games and talked about crap.
Yeah, it was much the same. You know, we had sometimes we would do like a game and a song, then a scene, then go back to the game, then go along with another thing.
Oh yeah, let's try out the game. What do you think about that? That'd be a cool way to mix it up about crap.
Yeah, well, what's a genre that you care about, that you enjoy playing as an improviser? Know what I'm saying?
Oh, as an improviser, interesting. I gotta come up with a genre. Let's do horror movie.
Horror movie, great. Okay, so for this rap, what we're gonna do, we're gonna be in a horror film, and at some point, one of us is gonna go into a rap chorus then.
Oh.
Yeah.
A rap chorus about horror film. They're killing me. Oh my god. There's so many horror movie things that are happening right now. I thought I was just in the forest, but all of a sudden all these horror things happen. The chorus is, I feel like I'm in a horror movie right now.
Get your knife out and a dagger, like what you did there with your swagger. You just went in like Jack the Ripper. You took it down. You made it simpler. You were a stripper of the facade on the outside. So now we could start anyway like we are beside each other in a car. Just drive into the forest. You know when we get there will be that scary chorus.
Hey, and now this beat's kinda like a horror movie. I actually didn't hear what the last thing that you said.
Okay, so we're just two dudes. We're going out to camp. We're going to a log cabin where we're gonna camp. Too bad that we forgot our lamp. Oh, when we get outside it's kind of dark and kind of damp. So we have to go start to get some firewood. I think you should go there, but you should wait until that weird freaking sound does a bait.
Okay, but now I'm looking for logs. I'm going through the forest, and just because I heard a sound makes me start to freak out. Oh my god, I don't know what that's about. Whoa, what happened over there? I just saw some movement. I think I saw some long hair. I thought I was in the forest. Oh shit, that doesn't sound like normal forest sounds.
Now you're running and you're falling, tripping on the ground. We see a hand flying off from the wrist. Now we know you're gonna be sinking into the abyss.
Whoa, my hand is no longer on my wrist, and now there's blood squirting everywhere. This is horrible. I need to get some help. Chris, help me.
Hey, in case you missed it, that was our scene about horror and the thing that we just did, and now we would move on to the next thing. So that's what we did in our show for like 30 minutes, though we kept going on whatever the audience gave us. It was like kind of like a dance between the seven of us and whatever the chance that we took on the words that they gave us to say. Sometimes the scenarios, we even got audience to play. They would come up there, they would come up like once or twice, so we would get them doing something kind of fun and nice.
Nice. Instead of the audience, we have this random word generator. We can use that like the suggestions from the audience that we exchange, and then we play these games with random words that are generated. They're never the same. Well, sometimes they are.
Yeah, well, that would be deranged. Just kind of like having leakage from a syringe. You don't even know what you're gonna do till you binge.
Swoop. Alright, so now what's the movie genre of this one? Hey, this is kind of like a pop song.
Yeah, let's do a kind of pop genre. So it's like a high school teen coming of age story.
I'm a teen and this is high school. I'm just driving on my way to the school. I'm such an animal. Well, I guess I'm a mammal. And now it's bio class. I'm learning all about these channels.
Yeah, you're like a tortoise and a tortoise. You know you've got Tourette's when you talk about turrets on the castle like a prince. You know there will be surprise when you come into the wartime and you look me in my beady eyes.
Oh, that's the way that I'm learning about the things to say.
Yeah,
I got
16 years in your journal, gonna write it down very late and nocturnal.
Yeah, I have a journal, but I keep it on lock. I bought this special journal that has a padlock. That way I write my darkest secrets, and then I keep them there. And then I keep them and I write about the girl with the hair.
Hey, just a suggestion, one thing you can do is to stop putting all the thoughts just like you do about the opposite sex. Sometimes you can review what you choose to put in there, and you'll know a thing or two. What you should do when you take her out on a nice date. You want to get a camera and a rose and never be late. So you pick her up and you know what to do like a physics. You want to arrive with momentum and be prepared with logistics.
The problem I have with dates these days is that I kind of feel like they expect me to be psychic. Maybe I'm just not that good at communicating with women, but that's okay because, you know, I'm just learning. It's my first time and it's high school and I'm on my first date and I kind of drooled on my face and that kind of made me embarrassed and now I just want to leave this place like Ferris Bueller.
Wow, you're the total package, my friend. You are an instrument of monumental proportions. You knew that was a homonym when I misspoke and said the physique, and you're like, no, it's psychic. I don't need a physics major. I'm just living in the moment, being so major. I have not spent all night at my friend's rager. It was just 17 and we were at his resort, and I came back to him with an insult and he gave me retort. So I called break time on this new
I'm actually out of water already.
Me too.
Damn.
So yeah, that's what we would do, and we would, you know, rap a bit.
Yeah.
Then we would do a scene.
Uh-huh.
Then we might play a game where we would be two different people having a rap battle.
Uh-huh.
It was really fun, and I miss those guys. So shout out to Graffiti Linguists.
Shout out Graffiti and Linguists. If you have a festival, please reach out to Chris and have him perform because they're looking to perform. They wanted to perform at the San Francisco Summer Fest or something.
Yeah, it was like a West Coast musical improv festival, but they had enough acts, so that sounded cool, and dope. But we've got the Deadbeat Poet Society, which is another fun group.
Yeah.
So I just think the more freestyle rap there is, the more love there is, the more creativity there is.
True. I met Chris at hip hop improv class. That's where I first learned how to do this act of freestyle rap. Matter of fact, I used to want to do it when I was younger, but I was too scared. And then I just had to learn to let go and do improv and not care. And here we go.
Yeah, I love that you talked when you were much younger. I feel like much younger you might be in a diaper. Like, you're so young and you like to cipher. Yeah, you bring the talent, you bring the joy. You know exactly what you're doing for a full-grown boy now.
Wow. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was very nice of you to say in this rap. And I think maybe Deadbeats Poet Society should come up with the full act that we can do on stage. That would be pretty cool in this day and age. And what do you say?
I would say we just might achieve more notoriety. I don't know about that, but that was beside me. I only have one thing that would rhyme with thee, and that was the word of society.
Hey, that would be so cool. I feel like our group should incorporate more videos because these days that's how you reach people. If you're not making videos, nobody knows who you are. If you're not on YouTube, you can't go far. If you're not on Facebook, you can't go far. If you're not on Instagram, you can't go far. But we can drive this car.
Yeah, you are like a social media star.
Hey.
And if we get far away from that topic, because sometimes we can get myopic and just thinking about stardom in this way of reality TV. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take like an excerpt of life. Like if we just thought what we did on a Thursday night was sit around and play a game with verses and songs.
Yeah. What we can do is put on beats like this and just sit around and rap like this, and then we can cut it up and release the songs that we freestyle rap on streaming services. Just take the best ones. We can create all this content together, and it doesn't even matter if it's bad or whatever. And because we just take the best ones, there's gotta be good clips out of all of the things that come out of our lips.
Yeah, you are so good. You have 1,000 riffs every day, and who knows how many of those would make good cliffs notes of the things that you say. We just have to splice them down and keep the good things that are like the gray matter, keeping your brain happy like the Mad Hatter that you are. I'm never sadder when I watch you get madder, get crazy with the ways that your brain goes around. It's like using the app Waze I love that your brain is like this smart kind of maze, just chasing the cheese like a mouse, making it in your house, and you know what to do, cause as you go through each way that you go, your love that you're taking the cheese so literally to your nose. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly how your brain goes.
True, that's pretty accurate. I'm like a mouse with the cheese and I go after it. And let me see, you talked earlier about freestyling with Tim for like 2 hours. I'm wondering if you ever recorded any of that to look back on afterwards and take notes and stuff?
Hey, that's a great idea. We should do that. It's kind of tough though, because sometimes we're just in his backyard, not in the buff though.
Oh.
We're always wearing clothes. It is kind of rough though. I like that way we keep going for 2 or 3 hours and we just keep going. You see, he's got like this nice garden and a nice kind of grill. We go out there with the plants, we give them a thrill by just rapping and flowing for like 120 minutes that we just do it freestyle. We might put on a different beat for a while and then he'll go back and forth and I'll do some too. So a shout out to Tim. Yeah, Gutz, it's you.
Hey, shouts out to Tim. I think that guy's so great. I think I met him once or twice the other day. He came to that Dead Poets Society class, I think. But I need to ask.
Yeah, well, it's always good to ask permission, to ask forgiveness, to ask directions, to ask for missives. I don't know. I'm not trying to be dismissive.
Hey, I do it like a turtle, jumping over hurdles. That's like a turtle that has these superpowers. Like, I had a turtle that ran away one time. I learned in books that turtles were slow, but then I had a turtle and then I just let him go and then he sprinted over into the bushes and then I never saw him again. It was kind of sad.
Oh, it is sad, but kind of amazing that a turtle sprinted.
Yeah.
I feel like my brain cannot even relent from its old patterns of thinking that they slow, kind of crawl, kind of creep. But you're saying his speed was acceleration and steep.
Yeah, he was a small turtle. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. And he just, he was like standing there and then his legs got like longer and he lifted off the ground a little bit and he was like, and he got away.
I think it means don't underestimate the small things.
It was crazy.
To have a crazy big impact on your life and you still remind it and his shell is still intact.
Yeah, that's true.
We hope.
Like a commune. I don't know what that means. It means when people live together, I think.
Yeah, in harmony, and they probably don't drink. Like my hometown, where my parents were totally like sober.
In North Carolina?
Yeah.
Was it a dry town? Is that what it's called?
Well, it is not a dry town, but when I was around with my parents, there were manner, made sure not to drink too much, but I prefer the wine. It's like a feature by design. When I think about my house, I just have kind of a lot of wine lined up.
Ooh, that's cool.
I don't drink much, but I don't judge people that do, because, that'd be messed up.
Yeah, well, I like that, It's like, it's good not to judge too much. You ask questions, you stay open, you stay curious. I don't know how you do it, but it makes people less furious. Somehow you get a little less delirious. I don't know, but I like that you're fun, not too serious.
Hey, what genre of movie is this song from? I think we should go back to talking about the genre thing.
Yeah. What is the genre?
The genre. I picked the last one. Now you pick the genre.
All right. Well, this genre is like a documentary, I think, about some kind of esoteric subject. We'll take from our next word after teaching. Oh, it's literature.
Oh.
This is a documentary about literature.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Here we go. The first thing you gotta know is...
Well, you should always start with the first line of the book. Don't skip to the end and have a look. You don't want to spoil those things. You start from the beginning. And most important thing, don't judge a book by its cover, because otherwise you will not be winning. No, I'm saying it's over. As soon as you play that game, you have to give it the same.
Sometimes I judge a book by its cover because that's the best way that I can find the ones I like. Well, I guess another thing is you can look at the reviews on Amazon. That's the kind of, you can see what other people like. And if you don't judge a book by its cover, you would like have to read every book to find out which book you like, or you just read like the first couple pages.
So you would prefer to read Amazon reviews going through people, not even the book, but just who you choose. They would write a little bit, a blurb about what they thought, and you look for 4.8 stars or higher. I got?
Yeah. When it comes to books, I like to read non-fiction. That's the way that I do it without much friction. I like to learn when I read things, although I guess sometimes you learn from fiction too.
Yeah, it lets you practice your diction, and you find that superstition does not live in their anime. You want to have it more cut and dry, like today, where a documentary popped up that's kind of weird. Full circle, and now our scene is done, I hear.
That's cool, let's mix it up. Oh my god, let's go do some rhyming couplets back and forth. That's what I want to do right now, so therefore I do it so good, like a version of me that I never had, that you never could see.
Alright, so I'll set up the first line, you'll do the second, or do I rhyme, or would you rather reckon?
I reckon let's do like, can we try the AB thing? Yeah, I feel like that's an interesting way to practice. Let's try it.
Perfect. Alright, well, it's time to teach what AB means. It's not just a stutter letter kind of thing. No, we're gonna start with the alphabet you see.
I do it so stupid. Oh my god, I like books.
That's because you're a lover like Cupid. You've got such nice, handsome, gentlemanly looks.
Oh, maybe you should go next,
Yeah.
like if we stagger it like that, otherwise the challenge is always on you.
Yeah, so I guess I do 4. Let me think some more. Now I'll be ready. Okay, I've got a few more in store. Here I go, get ready. So I beg you, I do implore. If you're gonna go to the court today, be sure and talk to the bailiff.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what I'll say, but I got tail off.
And then you'll do 2 and I'll do 2 again.
Oh,
All right,
shit,
yeah.
okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. Let me see what this beat, it's about to end. Alright, there's nothing in here, but I want to drink anyway.
Oh, good.
It's got some drops.
Okay. Get a little H2O. Get a little H2O. Get a little H2O.
Yeah,
H2O.
yeah, I'm gonna do it so timing, like I'm timeless.
Yeah, I know that you like rhyming and you are kind of mindless. If you don't have hands, you have nowhere to go.
Yeah, but I'ma still get these bands in flow. It's so wonderful what I do.
Yeah, you're like danderful and you're lacking shampoo. So I'm gonna look at your laptop and look at the screen.
Yeah, I go like crackle, snap, pop, and we're do it like a team, back and forth in a row.
It's much worth. There we go. Now I realize what we're trying to do is put 2 lines in the same line. So and now I'm gonna give a lot more length for it.
Yeah, that's how we're meeting the needs of what we gotta do today.
That's okay. I didn't need to shake my head because I set you up in a bad way. I think I went 2 bars and then only half. That's all I had to say.
Yeah, word salad, we can do it like a ballad. I don't know what ballad means, but I know it's something about music, fighting that mastery, religion.
Totally, it's totally valid. I like where you went to our random word generator again and brought him in it for a win like a passenger pigeon. You're a participant in the human race of life. I like that you did an about face and you brought us less strife, cause you don't harbor any grudges or any resentment. Everybody knows your rhymes will always bring us contentment.
Yeah, I do it with the smudges, and no, don't have resentment. I am not so judges. I like to hit the message. I get the message. I'm moving in a different direction. I'm just processing all the things that I'm hearing, and then in my mind I'm just steering it into a certain direction that can sometimes rhyme, and then I'ma just keep going. Now you don't have any time to go, cause I'm just keep rapping over this beat, and I go 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 and I go.
Cause it's sweet as cream, you're like Ben Affleck a scream. You take the Affleck out of affliction, and you know you've got archives of your own predilections. You know you would be electing yourself if you could vote for the boxer who's the best on the shelf. You've got your mantle and your trophy and all of your medals and ribbons. I know that you would be cutting your enemies to ribbons while you're riding on a horse, just like a knight, of course. And you want to be moving like the gods of Norse, whether Loki or Thor. You can be vegan no more, cause you're gonna eat some horse meat, and that's all for sure.
I've never eaten horse meat. Do you
I
do
haven't
that in
either.
Don't.
No, I don't. It's not a thing there.
Okay.
Cow
know
meat.
if it is a
cow
thing.
meat is
Cow
a more
meat.
common thing, but
Yeah.
I don't say cow meat. I usually say beef.
Beef.
Don't have a beef with that, because my family, a shout out to them too. One's in Amsterdam.
Let's get the ticket. Gotta get it, click it. If you don't click it, you'll get a ticket.
Yeah, that's like a PSA in a fun way to say. You could put that on a 15-second resume, and you just lived. So people live today.
Yeah, we take the beat, let it play out. With these rhymes we lay out everything in the right place, everything in my right face.
Yeah, leave me some space, or just take it if you got it in with grace. You know that you could do it anyway, cause I don't need to perish in this parish or church. I'm not in the semi-final of the mid-court or lurch. I'm not on the turf or the net or the soccer hockey goal. Everybody knows I have a disability. No, that's just kidding. I was in flow. I saw the word over there and I thought I should use it.
Yeah, I can't blame you. I can't change you. What the already happened? It's gonna be preserved on the internet for all of eternity.
Well, that's okay, because I'll never have any kind of paternity. So this will be my little baby I'm giving out to the universe.
Oh, cool.
And it's so nice that we never even had to practice or rehearse.
True, we do it off the dome while sitting in my home.
Yeah, and it's so nice. It's kind of small and we can still roam.
Yeah, it's like a dome with these white lights and they're blasting on us. We did a meditation about white lights. It's kind of ironic.
Yeah, it's washing over us. I kind of feel it's iconic. I like what you did, and you had some nice symbiosis, symbionic.
Phonics.
Like a bionic woman or bionic kind of man.
Yeah.
You know what you got. It's like a biopic on the Netflix. I'm just saying, I like the tricks that you do. You're moving your arms like a robot. You know a thing or two. How to make it visually interesting while you keep your beats going on. You know at least you are a beast at that mime. I see.
Hey, I don't want to be a mime. I want to be a clown. That's the way I'ma study. The way it'll go down.
Yeah, you're gonna study. Well, tell me, how exactly do you study to do something so absurdly?
I actually don't know. I'm hoping that the class will show me though. But you've seen clown performances before. What are those like?
Well, they're kind of cool, they're kind of fun. They're not like the scary kind of clowns that we think about when we were 3-year-olds going to circus grounds. Or going to McDonald's seeing Ronald with that wig. No, it's more fun. It's not like a kind of cartoon Porky Pig, yeah. You're like these people who are kind of exaggerated humans. They give you all the emotions and the feels, and that's what they do, yeah. They're kind of clowns and they have things to do and say. Sometimes it's slapstick physical comedy, other times it's poignant that way. And if you go to the SF Clown Conservatory, you can find it is like a way to be an observatory of human nature and of things that are funny. Sometimes if you pay them money, you'll get your comedy. That's how it works.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's interesting. I've heard the exaggerated emotions thing. I think it seems fun. And also, like, very applicable to other types of improv where you want to, like, be exaggerated.
Totally, it's like opera. You know, everything at this comic, gigantic proportion exaggeration.
Oh, it's the last song.
Oh,
We gotta make it work. Make it work. I can make it. I've messed up already. Last song. Nope,
too bad it's not gonna work. Well, What a jerk. Too bad I could not twerk. I don't have enough room or rhyme in here. You know it's all the time. We've been going for a while.
Yeah, going back and forth. Yeah, we made it work.
Yeah, we pointed our compass north, and we said we won't twerk. We're just gonna let the lips do the work, let the brains do the work, let the words do the work. We're gonna let the people do the work. They can make a sense of what we say.
Yeah, we hear the beats and we just let it flow. We just see where it goes. We do improv together. That's pretty cool. And this is like a podcast / freestyle rap cipher
/ personal interview. I got to share about my life, share a couple things or two. I like what we did, that you let it go, and we did a few scenes. We took some genres and we acted like kings.
Yeah, now this is the part of the rap where we do a recap, I guess, of what we did earlier. That'd be pretty cool, and I need to come up with a rhyme for earlier.
Well, I'm kind of feeling a little bit swirlier.
I'll give you that one. I don't know, but my jewels are pearlier. If I had pearly teeth, I don't know about whites, but that's how it works. I'm gonna go on to do a little more recap now. So we talk about things that we talked about, which is kind of reincorporation. If you did the stand-up callbacks, you would be a callback nation. I'm not trying to say sign up for Verizon Wireless yet. No, I'm just saying you want to remember more and less forget. Don't have to find new shiny objects to talk about new things. Just talk about the past things and the joy that it brings.
Hey, something about Chris is he teaches improv to corporations all across the nation, or mostly just local, but you know how that goes. And if you need one for your corporation, they can reach out to you, right?
Yeah, they should call me or tweet me or text me. It doesn't matter as long as they are next to me. Just saying, I've worked with maybe about 200, and I'm gonna get back on the beat soon. I'll give a shout out to them, but some of them have NDAs, so instead I'll just say thanks to all my clients for days or years. Some of them have been for years.
Clients for years?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's
fun.
cool.
It's cool.
It's loyalty, right?
It is.
Nice.
Yeah,
how
it's
often
fun.
do you repeat? Oh, the beat's over, but we can still talk for a little
good.
bit.
Awesome.
I don't know. Is there anything? So at this point, you know, I can roll out the red carpet to you if there's anything you want to plug about your life or.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, corporate improv is super fun, and we don't rap, so if you're worried about that, you know, I don't do freestyle with clients. I do more kind of interactive games that give them a chance to interact, know each other better, either for communication, collaboration, leadership, presence, or creativity. And a lot of those communication skills that we see in improv are really good for work. So active listening, being able to present your ideas clearly and persuasively, and have more confidence when you're making things up and feeling like you have to be on the spot.
Cool. And how can they reach you?
Oh, I would say, you know, through email, Chris.Sams@gmail.com is probably the easiest.
Simple,
Simple.
Chris.Sams.
Just Chris.Sams.
Kind of like two first names, except there's an S at the end of the second
That's
first name.
true. So I go by Chris and not Sam, but if you call me Sam, I'll still come work with you anyway. But yeah, man, shout out to David. This has been so fun, and give him props for trying out this duo thing. It's so cool, so fun.
Yeah, thanks.
So much.
I'm hoping to do this with the other people from Dead Poet Society. Is that the name?
Dead Beat Poet Society.
Dead Beat Poet Society.
Don't leave out the beat because it's
Sorry,
part of the pun.
damn.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's still worth it. So fun. Shout out. Big props.
If anybody is interested in doing one of these with me, we can either do them in person if you live in the Bay Area, or we can also do them remotely, and like just over VC, like similar to this, but with over VC. And so this has been episode 1 of Freestyle Roulette. Thanks for joining us. Episode 1 of season 2, I should say. Go check out season 1, where I do basically the same thing, but only with myself, which I don't know. It has a different dynamic, but it's still pretty interesting. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.
Peace out.
Nice.